TV, More Than Meets the Third Eye. I'm your host, Queen Ahmadiyyah. So as you're coming in, please feel free to go ahead and subscribe to the channel. I'm sorry, what am I thinking? You're already subscribed, you're all members. But please feel free to go ahead and like the video. You can't share it because this is for members only. All right, please go ahead and like the video. I apologize for being late. I had to get my questions together for the trivia because I almost forgot that we have trivia today. Okay, so that all being said, let's get into it. We're going to have only 3 questions for the trivia. I was going to have 2 because there's a lot less of you than there is on the other channel, but I decided to be nice because I'm going to get good mood. And so I'm going to ask you 3 questions. You'll have 40 seconds to answer. You know how it goes. First one gets the correct answer in the allotted amount of time is the winner. All right, we're going to be giving away the ebook. All right, Royal Reminders to Guide Your Spirit Daily. Okay, so let's get into it. Hello, Mr. Hotel. All right, let's get into it. Hey, Claudette, Jonas in the house. All right. So Desmond, shout out to you, Hundia. Hey, beloved. Okay, so hey, Juju. Juju said, let's get black into it. All right, so with that all been said, hey, Tia, I am Joy is in the house. All right, let's go ahead and get started. I'm already late, honey. Let me get y'all out of here. Hey, Terry Hinton. Okay, Claudette. It's Friday, so let's get this over with. I know y'all got stuff to do, places to go, and people to see, right? So do I. Pay attention. Okay, so I have a PowerPoint presentation. Now, mind you, this is going to be the first of 2 parts of Alchemy. And maybe 3 parts, but it's at least 2. And this is the first part of Alchemy. Okay? What do you say? Wagwan, me queen. Honey, my Jamaican accent's terrible. All right? Nothing much, beloved. All right, so let's get ready to get into it. Likes up. Here we go. And this is going to be brief. All right, this is going to be a brief PowerPoint. This is just the introduction. Then I have 2 video clips I want you all to see about alchemy. All right, so let's get into it. Here we go. Okay, how to use energy alchemy. This is what we're going to be talking about in this segment, energy alchemy. We're going to briefly talk about this, and then we'll go more in depth into it on the next one, as well as other aspects of alchemy. Okay, so that all being said, every day you pick up energy from the people around you and events in the world. Okay, because remember, I always tell you that energy is contagious and you can pick up positive or negative energy from those people whom you're around. You can put yourself in positive or negative situations, right, with low vibrational energy that drains you. Now, have you noticed this? Well, of course you have. Whether it is a road rage incident, fear, a rude shopper, or an obnoxious coworker, other people's emotions can knock you off sideways. They can take you off track. Okay, they can skew your focus. You might have negative trolls in the chat when you're on a live, commenting on your social media posts. You never know. The news and social media posts can even make you angry, make you sad, obnoxious, etc. But if you are not managing your own energy, if you are being randomly triggered and distracted by others, you may feel like you're riding on a roller coaster. You may just feel out of control. You know, your mood can fluctuate up and down. And remember, I told you all yesterday that you should never allow anyone else to control your emotions. You should always be able to keep your emotions in check and control them yourselves. But the sad thing is some people can not only can't control their emotions, but they allow other people to do so for them, thus dictating their mood. Now, make that make sense. So in the world beyond your personal dramas, what is happening molds and shapes our thoughts and perceptions. Remember, perception is reality. So when your personal life may be going fine, even though it's going fine, you pick up energy, both positive and negative. Now, you probably find yourself working harder to stay focused, to stay high vibrational, and open to changes in the world. Okay, as the world just speeds up around you. Hold on, let me correct this typo really quick. Okay, I'm sorry. I thought I had a typo. Now, with that all being said, energy shifting practices help you expand your sense of interconnection, In turn, this enables you to perceive from your experience rather than from your old mental constructs and thought patterns. Now, some people think to themselves, I'm not good enough. No one loves me. I'll get in trouble if I say what I really think. So they keep things to themselves, quiet, keep it bottled up inside until one day finally they explode. Okay, and so on and so forth. Now, grounded in sensation, energy shifting practices take you into your somatic embodied experience where you learn perceptually. Your body changes your mind. Now, releasing and fulfilling. Let's talk about it. Releasing energy that no longer serves you and filling up with lighter energy are essential principles of energy awareness. You see, you have to be aware of the energy you're surrounding yourself with. You have to be aware of the red flags. Some people come to you as though they're trying to tell you something constructive, when in fact they're just hating on you and just being malicious, criticizing you, trying to talk down on you to break your spirit, to throw you off course. You have to be aware of the people that are actually telling you things for your own good and those who are actually just trying to bring you down. You have to always be aware of the energy that you allow into your space. Now, the ancient principle of energetic releasing and filling is that lower frequencies, heavy, dense energy like depression and loneliness, attuned to higher frequencies. Lighter or more refined energy like love and joy, not the other way around. So they attune to higher frequencies. Remember, I told you that fear is the lowest frequency, the lowest vibration. Love is the highest. Now, when spiritual teachers enter a room, you experience this attunement in your body. It's not just your excitement and thoughts about seeing someone famous, okay, like we'll say Deepak Chopra. Deepak Chopra, I think that's his name, or Sadhguru. Now, Sadhguru is my absolute favorite, okay, that I can think of just off top. Now, when someone like that enters a room, maybe you get excited because they're famous. Maybe you feel some type of connection to them. Maybe the things that they teach, the spiritual practices that they speak about resonate with you. Okay, it is an energetic embodied resonance that you feel. Now, they also consider the Dalai Lama a huge spiritual teacher and one that most people would likely think of immediately if you talk about spirituality, but I don't really fool with the Dalai Lama ever since he kissed that boy in the mouth, but let me continue. So that little boy. Now, similarly, you probably feel much happier when you are in nature than when you're in the middle of an office building or a mall, for example. The density of energy rushing people, no fresh air. There's people rushing around. There's no fresh air, distractions, and this desire makes you feel heavy. Okay, the contrasting lightness of trees and wind and water, well, those lift your mood. That's why I always tell you to get in tune with nature, to go out and hug the trees, take off your socks and shoes, and then walk through the grass, ground yourself, walk through a stream, walk through the water, a lake, a pond. You understand what I'm saying? Stick your feet in the ocean if you're at the beach, okay? These are things that keep you in tune. Go out sun gazing or just sit in the sun and absorb the rays. Helps your body not only produce vitamin C, but it boosts the energy levels. That's why on a dark, cloudy day when it's raining and the sun is barely visible, you feel tired, drained, and bored. Now, whether you're facing a disaster, a child's disappointment, a partner's rage, or the state of the earth, these practices help you be as clear, open-hearted, and as filled with your natural radiance as possible. And this is all important. This is all important. Get those likes up, beloveds. Y'all know they have me shadow banned on all channels. Pay attention. Now, in this state, you can support others, okay? You can spread love and light and affect energy fields beyond your own. And don't you want to positively impact others? If you're going to be spreading and sharing your energy, don't you want it to be high vibrational? Or are you just someone who's nefarious and miserable and you want everybody else around you to be miserable too? You don't want to be an energy vampire, do you? No, of course you don't. You see, that's why you're a member of this channel. So try to keep your energy levels high, vibrate on higher frequencies, and spread love, peace, joy, and understanding. All right? Like that song from Escape. Pay attention. Now, in other words, when you are connected with your essential self and clear of debris that surrounds you, you can connect more strongly and surely, with trees, mountains, right? Group energy fields, and even the earth herself. And don't forget that the spiritually in tune mind resonates with the same frequency of the earth's crust. And by the way, speaking of the earth's crust, make sure that at least once a week you listen to the Schumann resonance, at least 10 minutes. 10 minutes out of a week is nothing, right? You can do that with ease. Listen to it so that you're vibrating high and you're resonating with the frequency of the earth's crust. Now, in feeling, experiencing, and perceiving your interconnections, you can expand and open your heart to the world as it is. In compassion, you can let the rage and horror arise and fall away. You can let the sadness arise and fall away as well. You can let go of judgment, who's bad and who's good, and just be with what is. Release, connect, feel, pin, practice. These practices shift the energy in the world. And when you are passionate about an issue, they help you act from your sacred power. Now, daily tragedies. An example of a daily tragedy would be, well, in the United States, daily shootings, mass shootings, drive-bys, you name it. People getting in altercations, incarcerations, verbal brutality, and nationalist rage surround us. Now, it is tough to stay present and open-hearted all of the time. We can't do that. It's tough to stay high vibrational all of the time. We can't do it. It's impossible. So most of us just don't. Even a regular meditation or yoga practice only goes so far. You can go in and meditate and practice and do yoga and come out and somebody push your wrong button, tap dance on your last nerve, and you lose it, as if you didn't even just meditate. Having potent, accessible tools for moving and shifting energy on the spot makes a huge difference. Okay, a dear friend and mentor used these Ahmadiyyah energy tools constantly post 9/11. Now, as a Red Cross volunteer, she spent 3 weeks in Manhattan doing crisis counseling. During her off hours, she'd walk the streets eating hoochah and heavy energy that surrounded her and everyone, right? Feeding it back to the earth. She cleared and lightened the field constantly to lift the grief and shock. Okay, I know a few people who were doing this. Okay, these are people who are energy practitioners, and they were trying to spread peace, love, and light, positivity, because it was like a dark cloud was hanging over everyone in New York City at the time. Of course, not just New York City, all over the country after 9/11. Its own primitive intelligence, not unlike a cunning animal. The food it requires to replenish itself consists of energy that is compatible with its own, which is to say that energy that vibrates at a similar frequency, any emotionally painful experience can be used as food for the pain in the body. Hold on, beloveds. I'm correcting these typos. All right, here we go. Now, while eating the heavy energy of others, it's an advanced practice. Now, the principle is relevant. When you give the energy back to the earth, there is space to fill it with something lighter. For example, speaking of giving energy back to the earth, remember how I talked to you all about stones and crystals? And I told you that when you collect stones and crystals, you purchase them or whatever, you always need to clean them prior to using them. You need to cleanse them. And I told you the different ways you can cleanse them, but I said the best way that I like to cleanse them when I am able to is I like to dig a hole and bury them in the ground, you know, just a little small hole, not deep, but just a small hole, bury them in the ground for a week, for 7 days. Because they came from the earth. And so I send them back into the earth to remove the energy. And then I go and dig them back up and then cleanse them, rinse them off with some spring water or burn sage over them, you know, and I burn the sage over them even if I rinse them in the spring water. Now, the pain body and the joy body, almost everyone carries. Now, see, here's the thing. When we're talking about the pain body and the joy body, we're talking about the people who stay low vibrational, who are always fearful, who are always anxious, who are always depressed, who are always going through something, who are pessimistic rather than optimistic. Okay, that's the pain body. The joy body is the person who's always high vibrational, thinking peaceful thoughts, you know, thinking of love and light, peace and blessings, and those type of things. People that resonate, vibrate high. That's the joy body. So almost everyone carries accumulations of old emotional pain. Okay, what Eckhart Tolle calls the pain body. This pain body feeds on negative thinking and drama in relationships. It is an energy field of all of its own. Now, similarly, your joy body, that's a my term, okay, contains all the love, wonderful experiences, and associated emotions that you collect over the years. Now, like the pain body, your joy body stores family, ancestral, and collective joy. It feeds on positive transporting experience. What's the importance of this? Well, you have a choice about what you feed yourself, what you eat, and how you digest what comes your way. And I don't mean as far as actually food, you know, because you do have a choice in that too. You are what you eat. And you can eat things that make your vibrations and energy low or high. But at the end of the day, what you feed yourself. And that means as far as the people you surround yourself with, right? The things that you're willing to put up with. You know how we say that phrase that we have out now where we say, oh, no, you're going to have to eat that. You're going to have to eat it. That means you're going to have to deal with it. You're going to have to accept it. You made that bed. Now you're going to have to lie in it. Okay. Talking about different situations and people that you surround yourself with. We make those choices. Energy alchemy. Now, instead of identifying and labeling your emotions, instead of telling your stories of hurt and betrayal over and over again, you can work with the energy itself. What's the importance of this? Oh, I'm sorry. Wrong one. Here we go. Now, you can bring or you can learn to notice energy. You can release it when it no longer serves you. And then you can simply fill it with something lighter. Just as you blow out one breath to take in another, you can release the heavy to make space for the light. In my energy alchemy trainings, I teach you how to do all of this. That's what we're going to be talking about in part 2. And like I said, there may even be a part 3. This is only the beginning. Pay attention. Every meditation practice teaches that our feelings and reactions arise, then change again. Our pain and mental responses are not us. This point of view offers you freedom to move in and out of feeling states with fluidity, to change your energy, and to avoid getting stuck in those heavy and redundant thoughts that occupy 70% of your thinking. And some of you, it occupies a whole 95% because it's fully in your subconscious mind. Now, but instead, fluid awareness, gratefulness, and joy can become your state of mind. And how do you get to that state of mind? From the negative aspects and negative patterns of thinking that you may be in, low vibrational thought patterns? Well, you have to start changing your mind and you have to start doing the work. And we already know that you're doing the work. That's why you're a member of this class, all right? Or of this channel. So Ahmadiyyah says, there are times where I put my phone down and I go take a walk. Absolutely. That's very important, Ahmadiyyah. You should absolutely not be on that phone 24/7 with the radiation, the energy that's coming through it, and all of that. You don't need to. All right. You also need to be trying to eat healthy as often as possible. Because remember, you are what you eat. And if you're still eating pork, God forbid, and 2023, shame on you. Do you want your pineal gland to be calcified? If you've been eating pork all this time, it surely already is calcified. But don't you want to decalcify it so that you can activate it and have the full use of it and rise into your higher Christ-like self? All right? And so with that all being said, thank you, beloved. I see one of my mods is saying join the universal language. Do not forget, beloveds, to go over to the channel where I have my meditation music playing, right? High vibrational. Make sure you go over to the universal language. That's universal spelled Y-O-U. Okay? So oh, honey, you need to stop. Okay, so now I'm going to show these video clips, and then we're going to get on with the trivia. All right? We're going to get on with the trivia. Get those likes up, beloveds. Okay, here we go. Going to share my screen. Oh, you know what? You know what, beloveds? Sorry, but I have bad news. I didn't even upload. I didn't even upload them yet. So that's what I'm doing right now. That's what I'm doing right now. It's uploading right now. It's going to take a few minutes. All right. Hold on. Let me get this done really quick. We'll go ahead and do the trivia while that's going on. How about that? Okay, here we go. Hold on. Now, mind you, for those of you who watched the lives this week, I hope you watched both sets, the ones for members only and the ones that were just quite frankly for everyone. Because the questions may come from either or both. Okay? Just so you know. Okay. It's almost done downloading, so we're going to go ahead and get started with that first question. Is this what I'm looking for? All right. I'm only going to show one video since I forgot to upload them because I don't feel like waiting on the second one. Okay, so let's get into it. Khalees said, man, I'm late. That's okay, beloved. You can always go back and catch it on the replay. You can always go back and catch it on the replay. Here's the first question. You have 40 seconds on the clock. 40 seconds on the clock. Now, don't forget the answers go to the root of all evil 227@gmail.com. Okay, moderators, please be sure that you put the email in the chat. No answers in the chat, please. You'll be disqualified. No answers in the chat. All right. Now, here's the first question. Hold on, I'm multitasking. Okay, here's the first question. First question is, when I did one of the lives this week, I talked about something that can kill your dreams and even your spirits. Something that can kill your dreams and your spirits. It's a specific thing that I spoke about. Now, if you watched the video, and hopefully you did, then you should surely know this. Because what was it that I said to you in the video that would definitely kill your dreams and spirits? Clock starts now, 40 seconds. What did I say in one of the videos this week would kill your dreams and spirits? You got 40 seconds. 40 seconds on the clock. Let's see what y'all got. $20 seconds. Mr. Hotel, please sit down somewhere. Okay, so the winner is, I'm going to stop the clock right now and start over because we already have a winner. We got a winner. The winner is Ahmadiyyah. Now, Ahmadiyyah, you, like Mr. Hotel, need to sit down somewhere because you, Ahmadiyyah, already... Ahmadiyyah said, I know this one because we're at war. I see you do. But Ahmadiyyah, you already have this ebook. You get it with your membership that you have. So sit down somewhere, Ahmadiyyah. I'm going to give it to Juju B, who was the next in line. Shout out to Juju. Ahmadiyyah and Mr. Hotel both need to sit down somewhere. They both already have this book with their memberships. All right? So I'm going to give it to Juju, who came in. Juju, I think you actually came in before Mr. Hotel, Shady Butt. Hold on. Hold on. Let me send you the book. And then we'll go on to the next question. Wait a second. Juju, hold on here. Juju, do you already have this book? Because you won a couple of times. Juju, do you already have the book titled Royal Reminders to Guide Your Daily Spirit? Or Royal Reminders to Guide Your Spirit Daily? Juju, do you have that book already? Wait a minute. Juju said you want to thank everyone. Juju's acting like he's winning an Academy Award. Talking about why I ought to thank everyone. Juju, do you already have this book? Yes, I do, Queen. Well, Juju, you need to sit down too. Why are y'all playing when y'all already have this book? Hold on, let me go to the next person. Juju, I'm not sending you anything. You already have this darn book, just like I thought. Hold on, let me go to the next person. Let me see. Well, sad thing is the three that already have it are the only ones who actually got it right. I absolutely cannot. So nobody gets a book that round. Pay attention. So now I have to ask two more questions. Because nobody won. Okay. Let me start downloading this last video while I'm doing it. Okay, so here we go. Here's the next question. All right, pay attention. The next question is, and I know y'all aren't going to get this one. I know y'all aren't going to get this one. Y'all aren't that smart. You either, Mr. Hotel. You're not going to know this answer. All right? In one of the videos that I posted this week, I talked about different steps, right? And so one of the steps, which was number 2, I talked about a specific, in the second step, I talked about a specific type of, I don't want to say too much. I don't want to give it away. Hold on. I talked about a specific type of meditation. What type of meditation did I discuss in that second step that I was telling you all about? You got 40 seconds. The clock starts now. What type of meditation did I discuss? Okay. What type was it? I'm waiting. You got 30 seconds left. Okay. You got 5 seconds. All right, time's up. Let me see what y'all got. Only got one answer for that? Okay, nobody got it. See, I knew y'all weren't gonna get that one. I know how to do y'all. Now, since nobody got it, that's just too bad. I'm only gonna ask one more question. I told y'all 3 questions. And so here we go. Because I got something to do, so I gotta get up out of here. Gotta get up out of here. Okay, the answer, dun dun dun, was mindfulness meditation. I talked to you all about mindfulness meditation, okay? Now I'm going to turn my mic off for a second so I can pick out the third question. Hold on. And that actually came from the video titled 10 Steps to Activating Your Inner Peace. That's where that was. Queen, what was the answer to Terry? The answer was mindfulness. In the video that I posted, 10 Steps to Activating Your Inner Peace, I asked the question, or I talked about the 10 different steps. In the second step, I talked about a specific type of meditation, and that was mindfulness. That's the answer, mindfulness meditation. Okay, here's the next question. In a video titled, "Are you living your dream or did you just give up on yourself?" In that video that premiered this week, I talked about a certain type of people that, really don't want to help you or whatever, and they really are pessimistic and want to discourage you. And I said, you should, and when you ask them things, they'll try to gaslight and deflect and all of that. And I said, you should not tell them your what. There's something specific. There's several things that I said you shouldn't tell them. So give me one of the things that I said you shouldn't tell them. You got 40 seconds. Let's go. 40 seconds. The clock stops now. What did I say you shouldn't tell them? Okay, time is up. Time is up. Ahmadiyyah said, Queen, don't yell at me. Ahmadiyyah, nobody's yelling at you. Sit down somewhere. Hold on. No wonder you said that, Ahmadiyyah. No wonder you said that, because you got the answer. And you're the only one that got it, too. Okay, nobody won that round. Y'all got one more question, because I did say the first one that y'all missed, I would replace it with another question. But the answer was, never tell people your ideas or your business. Ahmadiyyah got that one right. Nobody else got the correct answer. All right, Ahmadiyyah, I'm not going to yell at you, beloved. Actually, I'm proud of you that you listened well enough and paid attention. Okay? So now let me get my last and final question, the fourth question. Okay, so in a video titled The Dangers of Soul Ties and How They Can Impact Your Frequency, I said there are a myriad of questions that you should ask people, right? If you're concerned about your spiritual and mental health. And I said, you know, most people, when they meet somebody they want to date or whatever, they ask them things about how much money they make, their jobs and all that. No, when you're concerned about spiritual health and mental health, you should ask more specific questions. And I said, you should ask these people about what? Tell me one of the things that I said you should ask them about if you're concerned about your spiritual and mental health. The clock starts now. You got 40 seconds. Let's go. Okay. Curly Girl wants to know if I'm getting her emails. Hold on, beloved. Time's up, just so y'all know. Actually, it was only one thing I think I told you all to ask them specifically. But anyway, Curly Girl, I'm getting your answers, beloved. I'm getting them, sweetie. Tia, I'm getting yours too. Here's the thing. Oh, okay, hold on. Let me see who got this. Let me see who got this. Ha! Desmond got the book. Desmond, shout out to my moderator. Desmond said you should ask them how many sex partners they had. That's right. How many sex partners they had. Absolutely. Absolutely. How many sex partners? That's right, Desmond. Congratulations to my moderator. Let me send Desmond his book. Let me send Desmond his book. Hold on. Hold on. I mean, you all didn't do terrible, but didn't do the greatest. I'll say that much. All right. So with that all being said, hold on, Desmond. We're going to show those videos in a second. All right, here we go. All right, Desmond, your book's on the way. All right. Desmond said, please and thank you. It's hard work being a mod. Somebody's got to do that. Right. Thank you, Desmond, for your thank you for your kind words, beloved, and your contribution to the channel. Peace, love, and blessings to you. All right. Mr. Hotel said, Desmond, sit down, please. Terry Hint said, Queen, how much for the book? Oh my Lord, hold on, let me think. Because these books, I think these are $7, but the members, you can have them for $5. Okay. They're $7, I do believe, but members get them for a discount always, so you get them for $5. Okay, so with that all being said, and if you want to purchase any of the ebooks, you send the money to my Cash App with your email, so I know that it's for a book. Okay, or you can put the name of the book, part of the name of the book, or whatever. Well, I still need your email, so I know who I'm sending it to. Make sure you put your email specifically. Okay, so with that all being said. With that all being said, let's show those videos real quick. Likes up, everyone, please like and share. Thank you in advance. Here we go.
Told you Jesus was not only a carpenter and a prophet, but also an alchemist. Alchemy was an ancient practice of transmuting base metals into gold and creating elixirs that could cure diseases and grant immortality. Many scholars believe that Jesus' miracles and teachings were rooted in alchemy, and that his ultimate goal was to lead humanity to the philosopher's stone, which symbolized spiritual enlightenment. This interpretation of Jesus' story and teachings adds another layer of mystery and complexity. For example, some of Jesus' miracles, such as turning water into wine or multiplying loaves of bread, could be interpreted as alchemical transmutations. The Last Supper, where Jesus is said to have transformed bread and wine into his body and blood, could also be seen as an alchemical ritual. In some depictions of Jesus, he is shown holding an alchemical flask, which further suggests a connection between Jesus and alchemy. So,
okay, well, we all know by now that that's not what Jesus looked like. That was AKA Caesar Borgia. Pay attention. But anyway, I digress.
The Alchemist. Santiago, a shepherd, continues to have a recurring dream every time he sleeps under a sycamore tree planted where a church once was. During the dream, he is told by a child to seek the treasure of the Egyptian pyramids. Santiago asks a gypsy woman what this means, and she tells him to go to Egypt. A strange magical man, Melchizedek, also tells him to go. Melchizedek convinces Santiago to sell his flock and go to Tangier. Santiago arrives in Tangier and gets robbed. Forced to work, he gets a job for a local crystal merchant. Santiago learns a lot from the merchant, and he also convinces him to take more risks in business. The risks pay off, and Santiago becomes a rich man in just a year. Santiago then leaves the merchant in pursuit of his personal legend to find the treasure. He joins a caravan across the desert and meets an Englishman who is studying alchemy. He learns the secret to alchemy is written on a stone called the Emerald Tablet. The ultimate creation of alchemy is the masterwork, which consists of the philosopher's stone and the elixir of life. The first turns lead to gold and the other cures all ills. The Englishman is going to the oasis of Al-Fayoum to meet a 200-year-old alchemist. To avoid tribal wars, the entire caravan is forced to make an extended stay at the oasis. At the oasis, Santiago falls in love with Fatima, a local. One day, on a walk in the desert, Santiago has a vision of an attack on the oasis. He goes back and warns the tribal chieftains, and as a result, they are able to successfully defend themselves from the attack. The alchemist hears of Santiago's vision and tells him to always listen to his heart. He then tells Santiago that he must leave Fatima and find the caravan to fulfill his personal legend, and that he will accompany him on the trip. Just 3 days before they are to arrive at the pyramids, they are captured by a tribe of Arab soldiers. The alchemist gives all of Santiago's money over to the soldiers and says that in 3 days, Santiago will turn into wind and disappear. Santiago is very confused because he doesn't know how to turn into wind. For the next 3 days, he meditates in the desert, and on the third day, he communicates with the wind and sun and creates a massive sandstorm. In the middle of the sandstorm, he disappears and then reappears on the other side of the tribe. In awe, the soldiers release them. Santiago and the alchemist continue on, and when they get just a few hours from the pyramids, the alchemist shows Santiago how he turns lead to gold. He gives him some gold for the rest of his journey. Santiago continues the rest of the journey himself, and shortly after, arrives at the pyramids. He goes to the base of them and begins digging. However, 2 men try to rob him. Santiago tells them about his dream and why he is there. One of the men tells him dreams are stupid and don't mean anything. He then explains how he had a crazy dream that there was a buried treasure under a sycamore tree in Spain. Santiago realizes that it was his tree at home and he must return home. Santiago returns home and finds a chest of jewels and gold buried under the tree. He makes plans to go back to the oasis and reunite with Fatima.
So I hope you all enjoyed that. Okay, part 2 is going to be much better. But at the end of the day, listen, I was sitting up here this whole time without even having my earphones on. You all could hear me. I'm shocked. But anyway. I hope you all enjoy the rest of your strong end, not the weekend, leaving you in a weakened state of mind and all of that. Okay, I see Terry said you're going to get an ebook. Okay, Claudette's going to get one. Okay, great. Just put your names in there, and I already know which books you guys want. I'm assuming that you want the newest one, which is titled Royal Reminders to Guide Your Spirit Daily. Okay, so with that all being said, I hope you all got something out of it. The trivia was fun. Okay, and we'll have part 2 probably Sunday. Okay, probably Sunday. So with that all being said, I wish you all love, peace, and prosperity. Each one teach one. That's how we grow and thrive. Do something productive, constructive, but never destructive. And always remember, beloveds, to keep the Most High first in your lives. Peace. There's no outro music today because I accidentally deleted the video. I have to redo it now. All right? I'll talk to you all later, beloved.